All right, get ready. Because today we're taking a deep dive into the world of Uber Eats.
Oh, yeah.
Uber Eats, and we are going way beyond, like, the basic tips you see everywhere else.
Yeah, for sure.
We're going to go in depth.
Deep dive.
Deep dive, yeah.
Absolutely.
You want to know how to really make this gig work for you?
Mm-hmm.
We've got the actual Uber Eats guides. We got insider strategies.
Yeah.
We're going to help you unlock these earning secrets.
That's what's really interesting about this deep dive. It's not just about making money.
Right.
It's about understanding the whole ecosystem.
Yeah.
Think about it. We use these apps all the time.
Yeah.
But how often do we think about the person on the other side of the screen?
Right.
Today, we're going to break down that barrier and give you the ultimate playbook.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah. It's
So
going to be great.
before we get to the really good stuff,
Yeah.
like maximizing earnings,
Yeah.
let's tackle the basics. Let's get started.
Yep.
I know you need a car. I know you need a smartphone, obviously. But what are the less obvious requirements Uber Eats has for its drivers?
Right. You can't just jump in any old clunker and start delivering food.
Right.
They have standards.
Yeah.
And honestly, it's good for everyone involved.
Right. Sure.
You will need to meet the minimum age requirement, which can vary depending on your location
Oh, okay.
and whether you're driving a car, a scooter, or even a bike.
Right.
A valid driver's license and insurance are non-negotiables.
Yeah, that makes sense. They're entrusting you with food. They're entrusting you with people's addresses.
Exactly.
Got to be legit.
Safety first.
What about the tech side?
Yeah.
Any specific phone features
Yeah.
that make a driver's life easier?
Absolutely.
Besides, obviously, having a smartphone.
Of course. Yeah, we're assuming you have one.
Yeah.
Having a phone with a strong battery life is a game changer.
Oh, for sure.
You don't want to be stuck at a dead phone in the middle of a delivery rush.
Yeah, no.
Also, a phone with accurate GPS is essential, especially if you're navigating tricky apartment complexes or unfamiliar neighborhoods.
Oh, that's a good point. I never even thought about that.
Yeah,
Like the phone's GPS being a make it or break it kind of factor.
absolutely.
Okay, so we've got the age, the license, the phone.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else before we get to like the fun part, the really juicy stuff?
Don't forget the background check.
Oh, yeah.
Uber Eats uses a third-party company called Checker,
Okay.
and they are thorough,
Mm,
driving record, criminal history. It's all under scrutiny.
okay.
And depending on your city,
Yeah.
you might even need a vehicle inspection.
Interesting.
You know, brakes, lights, tires, the essentials for safety.
Okay, so no hiding those parking tickets. I got it.
Nope.
Say we've passed all the checks.
All right.
What's next?
You ready to hit the road?
Yeah, am I ready to go?
Almost.
Okay.
Once you've got all your documents
Yeah.
and the Uber driver app downloaded, you need to build your profile.
Right.
Photo, vehicle info, payment details, all that good stuff.
Okay, makes sense.
And here's a little insider tip.
Ooh, I like those.
The help section of that app is a gold mine.
Really?
Seriously, it's like having a secret manual that most drivers never even open.
I bet.
So make sure to check it out.
Okay, so the app is our command center. Makes sense.
Absolutely.
But before we go any further, I've got to ask about something that's in our notes here.
All right?
It says you need a 4-door car for Uber Eats.
Oh, yeah.
Is this like some kind of exclusivity thing?
It's probably more about practicality and customer experience.
Okay.
Imagine trying to cram a family-sized pizza box
Uh-huh.
into a 2-door coupe.
Yeah, not good.
Not pretty.
No.
A 4-door car just offers more space for larger orders,
Right.
keeps everything organized, and prevents a food avalanche in the back seat.
For sure.
Plus, it's just a better experience.
Yeah.
If a passenger ever needs to hop in for a ride,
Right.
you know, maybe you're doing UberX as well.
Okay, so it's not just about getting the food from point A to point B. It's about the whole experience.
The whole thing.
The whole thing, right?
You got it.
So I'm officially an Uber Eats driver.
Okay.
Profile set up.
All right.
I'm ready to roll.
Let's go.
How do I make sure I'm actually making decent money
Okay.
and not just driving around aimlessly?
Right.
What factors should I consider before accepting an order?
This is where the strategic part comes in.
Ooh.
You're not just accepting every ping that pops up.
Okay.
You're evaluating,
Uh-huh.
prioritizing,
Yeah.
really being selective about which deliveries are worth your time and effort.
So spill the beans.
Oh.
What makes a delivery worth my precious time?
Okay.
Is it all about distance?
Distance is a factor, but it's not the whole story.
Okay.
Think about the payout breakdown.
Mm.
Uber Eats is actually pretty good
Yeah.
about showing a clearer picture
Okay.
of the estimated tip up front
Right.
compared to some other platforms,
Okay.
and pay attention to the route,
Right.
not just to the restaurant,
Yeah.
but also from the restaurant to the customer.
Right. Because a short distance can turn into a nightmare if it involves rush hour traffic.
Absolutely.
Or like a maze like a parking complex.
Exactly.
Okay.
And don't forget about the restaurant itself.
Mm-hmm.
Fast food joints
Yeah.
are usually quicker pickups
Right.
than sit-down restaurants.
Yeah. Nobody wants to be stuck waiting for a 5-course meal when they could be grabbing a quick burger and on to the next delivery.
Exactly. Right?
I got it.
Speaking of time traps,
Oh, yeah.
what about those order when you arrive restaurants?
Ooh. Yes.
What's the deal with those?
Those are tricky.
Yeah.
It means the restaurant doesn't start preparing the food
Oh.
until you, the driver, arrive.
Oh, okay.
It can add a significant wait time.
Right.
So unless the payout is exceptionally high
Uh-huh.
or the restaurant is known for being super fast,
Yeah.
it's often best to skip those.
So it's like a hidden time suck.
It can be, yeah.
Got it.
Now, what about those dreaded apartment complexes?
Oh, yeah.
They just seem like a recipe for disaster.
They can be,
Yeah.
but with the right approach,
Okay.
you can turn them into a smooth operation.
All right.
Try to get the gate code and apartment number up front.
Okay.
Don't be shy about using the building map in the app
Uh-huh.
or even contacting the customer
Right.
for clarification if needed.
Okay, so it's all about being proactive
Absolutely.
and using the tools at your disposal.
Exactly.
All right, so we've covered the basics of getting started
Mm-hmm.
and some key factors to consider when accepting orders.
Yep.
Now let's talk about those peak hours.
Okay, yeah.
Those times when demand surges and the earning potential skyrockets.
You got it.
How do we ride that wave and not get wiped out?
You're talking about lunch and dinner rushes,
Yeah.
weekends,
Yeah, huh?
holidays, local events,
Right.
even bad weather.
Yeah.
Anything that creates a spike in demand.
Okay.
Uber Eats has a few features
Ah.
that can help you capitalize on these peak times.
Okay.
Boost zones, for example,
Oh.
are areas where your base fare is multiplied,
Oh, interesting.
essentially giving you a bonus
Okay.
for delivering in high-demand areas.
So how do I know where these boost zones are?
The Uber driver app usually has a heat map
Oh,
that shows areas with higher demand,
okay.
but don't rely on it solely.
Right.
Your own knowledge of the area,
Uh-huh.
traffic patterns,
Yeah.
even keeping an eye on local events
Okay.
all come into play.
So it's a mix of data and good old-fashioned street smarts.
Exactly.
Good at that.
And then there are quests,
Quests.
which are basically challenges within the app
Okay.
that offer bonuses
Uh-huh.
for completing a certain number of deliveries
Okay.
within the specific time frame.
So it's like a game within the app,
Right.
pushing you to level up your earnings.
You got it.
I like it.
And the beauty of it is
Yeah.
you can often combine
Mhm.
boost zones and quests for maximum earning potential.
This is getting intense.
Oh, yeah.
But before we go any further,
Okay.
I've got to ask about this multi-ARPing concept.
Yep.
Running multiple delivery apps at the same time.
Okay.
Is that even possible without having like a complete meltdown?
It's definitely doable,
Okay.
but it requires a high level of organization and focus.
Yeah, for sure.
Remember how Uber Eats doesn't penalize
Yeah.
for a low acceptance rate?
Right.
That makes it an ideal base app.
Okay.
You can be very selective with your Uber Eats orders
Okay.
while using other apps like DoorDash or Grubhub
Right.
to fill in the gaps
Right.
and grab those extra high-paying deliveries.
So it's like a juggling act,
Exactly.
but with food deliveries instead of bowling pins.
You got it.
All right.
All about balance.
I'm starting to see the method to the madness here.
It is a little crazy,
Yeah.
but you can make it work.
This is way more strategic than I initially thought.
Absolutely.
Like, I really thought you just opened the app and just accepted whatever came through.
There's a lot more to it.
All right. And we're just getting started.
Oh, yeah.
There's a whole other layer of optimization
Absolutely.
when it comes to minimizing expenses
Right.
and maximizing those hard-earned tips.
What's next?
Oh, this is good.
We're just getting warmed up.
We're just getting warmed up.
Stay tuned.
All right. So we've covered the basics of getting started with Uber Eats
Yeah.
and how to strategically choose those high-paying deliveries.
Right.
Now let's talk about maximizing those profits by minimizing those pesky expenses.
Absolutely.
After all, it's not just about how much you make, but how much you actually keep.
Exactly. Every dollar counts.
Right. So one of the biggest expenses for any delivery driver is fuel.
For sure.
All that driving around can really eat into your profits.
Yeah, no doubt.
So what are some lesser-known ways drivers can save on fuel costs?
Okay.
Is it all about driving super slow?
Well, driving efficiently definitely helps.
Right.
Smooth acceleration, braking, maintaining a steady speed, avoiding excessive idling.
Mm-hmm.
These all have a big impact on your gas mileage.
Okay.
But here's a pro tip.
I like those.
Did you know that even something as simple as properly inflated tires
Oh, really?
can improve your fuel efficiency?
Huh. I had no idea.
Yeah, it can make a difference.
I guess it makes sense. Less rolling resistance and all that.
Exactly.
Okay.
And if you're in the market for a new vehicle,
Yeah.
consider a fuel-efficient option.
Right.
Maybe even a hybrid or electric vehicle if it fits your budget.
Okay.
Think of it as a long-term investment
Right. For sure.
in your business.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got fuel efficiency down.
Right.
What other expenses should drivers be mindful of?
Vehicle maintenance is a big one.
Okay.
Regular maintenance like oil changes and tire rotations
Mm-hmm.
can prevent those more costly repairs down the road.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's not just about saving money.
Right.
A well-maintained vehicle is also safer and more reliable.
That makes sense. So it's like an investment
Absolutely.
in your safety and your earnings.
Exactly.
Speaking of tracking,
Okay.
our notes mention the importance of meticulous mileage tracking.
Oh, yeah.
Why is that so crucial?
It's a good question.
Is it just for taxes?
Mileage is often your largest tax deduction
Okay.
as an independent contractor.
Yeah.
So yes, it's crucial for that.
Okay.
But it's also valuable
Mm-hmm.
for understanding your own profitability.
Okay.
By tracking your mileage,
Yeah.
you can calculate your earnings per mile,
Right.
which helps you identify your most profitable routes and areas.
So it's not just about how much you make per hour,
Right.
but also how much you make relative to the distance you're driving.
Exactly. Efficiency is key.
Okay.
And luckily,
Yeah.
there are some fantastic apps out there
Yeah.
that can automate this process for you.
Really?
Apps like Stride, Everlance, and MileIQ
Mm-hmm.
automatically track your mileage
Wow.
and even categorize business versus personal miles,
Oh, wow.
making tax season a breeze.
Okay, so no more scribbling on napkins.
No more nap.
Trying to remember where I drove.
Exactly. Technology to the rescue.
I love it.
Right.
And while we're on the topic of technology,
Yeah.
let's not forget about those trusty smartphones.
For sure.
All those apps
Oh, yeah?
can devour data.
Absolutely.
So having a solid phone plan
Mm-hmm.
with unlimited data is highly recommended.
Yes, definitely.
You don't want to get hit with overage charges in the middle of a delivery shift.
Nope, that would not be good.
Yeah, that would be a buzzkill.
For sure.
All right, so we've tackled fuel, maintenance, phone data.
Okay.
Now let's address the elephant in the room,
All right.
customer tips.
Yeah, the big one.
Any secrets to getting those 5-star gratuities?
Well, first and foremost,
Yeah.
excellent customer service is the foundation.
Okay.
Think of it this way.
All right.
You're not just delivering food,
Mm-hmm.
you're creating an experience.
Oh.
Proactive communication is key.
Right.
Keep the customer informed
Yeah.
with order updates,
Mm-hmm.
especially if there are any delays.
Right.
Personalized messages can go a long way too.
Oh, okay. Like what?
Using the customer's name,
Okay.
referencing specific details about their order,
Okay.
shows you care.
So it's about going the extra mile,
Exactly.
literally and figuratively.
You got it.
And don't underestimate the power
Mm-hmm.
of simple things like friendliness and professionalism.
For sure.
Make eye contact, smile, be polite.
It all adds up.
It makes a difference.
Absolutely.
And of course, follow delivery instructions precisely.
Right.
Leave at the door, call on arrival,
Yep.
handle that precious cargo with care.
Exactly. Treat those food deliveries like they're your own.
Got it.
You got it.
But let's be honest.
Okay.
Even with stellar service, tips can be unpredictable.
That's true.
Some people are just stingy, right?
Yeah. You can't control every factor,
Right.
but you can control your attitude
Mhm.
and the quality of service you provide.
Right.
And remember,
Yeah.
Uber Eats is generally more transparent
Okay.
about estimated tips
Uh-huh.
compared to other platforms.
All right.
So you have a better idea of what to expect up front.
That's helpful.
Yeah.
Okay, last but not least,
Right.
our notes emphasize the importance of becoming data-driven.
Oh, yeah. This is crucial.
This sounds a little intimidating.
It can be.
Like, do we need to be Uber Eats analysts?
It might sound daunting,
Yeah.
but trust me,
Okay.
tracking your performance is what separates
Okay.
the casual drivers from the true hustlers.
All right. Okay. I like that.
Think of it like leveling up in a game.
Okay. Yeah.
The more you understand your performance,
Mhm.
the better you can strategize
Okay.
and adapt.
Okay. I'm intrigued.
All right.
what kind of data should we be tracking?
Good question.
Is it just about earnings per hour?
Earnings are important, of course.
Yeah.
But break it down further.
Okay.
Earnings per hour. Earnings per delivery.
Okay.
Even earnings per mile.
Okay.
This helps you identify
Mm-hmm.
your most profitable times, areas, and types of orders.
So it's about getting granular.
Exactly.
With the data.
The more data, the better.
I guess expenses should be tracked meticulously as well.
Absolutely. Categorize those expenses.
Okay.
Fuel, maintenance, phone, supplies, everything.
Mm-hmm.
This data is not only crucial for taxes,
Right.
but also for understanding your true profitability.
So it's like having a financial fitness tracker
I like that analogy.
for your Uber Eats business.
Yeah, track
I
everything.
like that analogy.
Make sure you're on top of it.
All right.
And don't forget about those in-app metrics.
Like what?
Your acceptance rate, your cancellation rate,
Mm-hmm.
customer rating.
Okay.
These all play a role
Right.
in your overall success on the platform.
Wow. It's a lot to keep track of.
It is, but there are tools to help.
Okay.
You can create a simple spreadsheet,
Okay.
use a gig worker app, or even a combination of both.
Gotcha.
The key is to find a system that works for you
Okay.
and stick with it.
Right.
Remember, knowledge is only powerful when it's applied.
That's a great point.
Yeah,
This is way more
for sure.
than just driving around and hoping for the best.
Absolutely not.
It's about becoming a strategic, data-savvy Uber Eats entrepreneur.
Now you're getting it.
All right, so we've covered a lot of ground here.
We have.
Wow, we've really gone deep on this one.
Yeah, we have.
From vehicle requirements to maximizing tips to becoming data-driven.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing how much strategy goes into being a successful Uber Eats driver.
What's fascinating to me is how this knowledge can actually change your perspective on the gig economy in general.
Oh, yeah.
Even if you
Yeah.
ever plan to deliver for Uber Eats,
Right.
understanding the driver's side of the equation can make you a more informed and empathetic customer.
Totally. Like next time I order Uber Eats, I'm going to be way more aware of things
Absolutely.
like providing clear delivery instructions,
Yeah.
double checking my address, and of course, tipping generously.
Yes, all those things matter.
Yeah.
That's the kind of awareness we're hoping to inspire with this deep dive, which
Yeah.
is about connecting with the human element
Yeah.
behind these apps.
I'm also feeling inspired to really step up my own data tracking game,
Oh, yeah.
even outside of Uber Eats.
Interesting.
If those drivers can track their earnings per mile,
Mm-hmm.
I can definitely track my spending habits a bit more closely.
There you go. It's all about applying these principles
Mhm.
to different areas of your life.
Right.
Data can be incredibly empowering once you learn how to use it to your advantage.
Well said. So for all of you listening out there,
Yes,
we want to hear from you.
absolutely.
Have you ever driven for Uber Eats
Mm.
or any other delivery platform?
Right.
What are your best tips and strategies?
Yeah, share your secrets.
Or maybe you have a funny delivery story to share.
Oh, I bet there's some good ones.
I bet there are some good ones out there.
Yeah,
Head over to our social media pages and let's keep this conversation going.
absolutely.
We'd love to hear your insights and experiences.
Yeah, let's chat.
Until next time, happy delivering,
Happy delivering.
and may your tips be ever in your favor.
May the tips be with you.